Well, that was an incredibly satisfying beginning to the video. Yes, everybody, welcome back to Whimsicraft. Today I've dug a bowl. That is the beginning of the video right here. This is probably 50 to 100,000 stone mined. Plus everything else, of course. It wasn't really that bad. It took me 2 days in total to do. I got a lot of help, so thanks to all those who helped me. You guys are the best. But basically today I want to work on this, and as well there are a couple of other little things which I'm going to get to a little bit later. One super exciting thing which you guys should stick around for. But I want to very quickly, before we get into the juicy parts of the episode, I want to quickly hop into a creative mode world and kind of show you guys my idea for this. I could have probably shown you it in this world, but it's easier to just show you quickly in creative. It's basically how I'm going to decorate this, because right now it looks like a meteor impact of a stick. It's very strange, but I'll show you what I'm trying to aim for in a creative world. It's going to be pretty interesting, so let's hop over there. Welcome people to my Whimsicraft test world. It's a pretty fun place, and it's got a lot of different projects that I've done over the years. Also got Axiom running, which is a pretty handy mod, but here you can see a load of different rocks. So in Minecraft we're very blessed to have a very big selection of rocks, and I want to use all of them. So in Minecraft the predominant rock that we see is just stone, and to be honest it's rather boring. In real life there are some places in the world that are very geologically interesting, which means that they have loads of different types of rock all over the place, like loads and loads of different types of rock, but all like next to each other. And that is something that I really want to emulate. I had this idea that there'd be some kind of feature, and a mining company is quarrying the land around it to highlight this incredible feature. And it just so happens that the land that they're quarrying out is really interesting, that the rock types are very varied. So over here we can see some traditional rocks. Then over here we can see some rocks that maybe people wouldn't consider to be part of the rocks of Minecraft, but they do actually look like real rock. So sandstone, for example, really does look like this, and it's a very interesting rock in itself. But I think what I'll do is I'll probably use the smooth variant quite a lot, because not only is this more what sandstone looks like in real life, but it's also less weird. But the whole point of this is that the rocks that I've chosen can be variated very easily. So we can get a bunch of other blocks in the mix, and we could kind of make these patches and stripes of different interesting rock types. And it's going to be a really fun project because geology is something that I'm really interested in general, in real life, and so being able to translate not only my knowledge but my passion into the game is something that I'm really interested in. Today I'm not sure how much we'll be able to do in terms of putting some of this in the world and seeing what it looks like, simply because I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't planned this very well, so it will be interesting to try and experiment and do different stuff. For example, the tuff, we have a big selection of different tuff blocks to work with, but they don't really look like rock. This is so beautiful. I can't variate with it, can I? These two I think I probably can, but it would be interesting to see how exactly I can variate these. Something that I am interested in, geologically, some rocks are harder than others, and so I can make some areas feel more soft than others. So for example, the granite's a very, very strong rock, and so what I can do is I can make the granite more smooth. The miners have struggled to chip it away, whereas this sandstone, which is really soft, could be changed in a way, could be shaped in a way where it looks like it's flaking apart, or maybe even being dissolved by the rain. And I think that's something that will come with time as I kind of design and experiment and all of that type of thing. But for now, what I really want to do is I want to show you guys a couple of clips that I got quite recently. They were actually just after I'd finished digging the hole. I just kind of hopped on a call with some friends, and these two little clips happened. The first one is crazy and requires no explanation, and the second one is also weird, but also an issue that we faced, which was then solved, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's get to those. Hello, sir. I hear you're
I
in
wish
need
there
of
was
some
andesite here. Oh, what did you say?
Bruh, I literally talked
Oh
over
my-
you. Are you kidding me?
We'll just cut it. We'll just cut it.
The
Don't worry.
the
Don't
most
worry.
scuffed segment I've ever made.
I love andesite. You look like a man who has andesite.
No way.
thought-
I actually do.
What? Oh my! Oh, how have you done that?
That's mad. It's almost like I dug this entire hole just for this.
Oh, wait! There's a hole. I didn't see this before. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my! I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Hi,
I
buddy.
want some payment for it, my boy. What have you got for me?
What do you mean by payment? I got diamonds. You want diamonds? No.
Are you sure you got enough diamonds? I heard you're rather poor.
What do I gotta do?
Bro, you need to offer. You need to make
Oh
an
wait.
offer.
I can-
Oh, God.
Do you know I can do some? I can do like I got some moves. I could do some dancing. You know. I went to
It's almost
what's the
like
dancing on
we
the ice.
prepared this.
Oh my! You got music. Oh.
I know, it's very
I'll get
convenient,
on,
isn't it?
Wait, I need to wait for the beat drop. How long is this music disc?
It's 2 minutes.
Oh, great. You get some
Vocals
singing as well.
isn't it?
This is some quality music.
Shame the dancing is mediocre.
I forgot where the drop happens. This goes longer than I remember.
I really want to click to spawn. This place is really dangerous.
Please don't click off, please. Everybody watching, don't click off.
3 hours later.
This goes on longer than I remember. It's not done yet. Is it done yet? Come on.
It was 2 minutes.
Oh my god, I thought that was it.
It's a whole nother verse, boy.
Wait, what? Okay. I swear if it starts going back to the normal, I'm gonna go cry. That stopped all of a sudden.
That was interesting.
So,
I mean, we
can I do the
pre-agreed that
inside?
would earn the box, but I don't know if I would have maybe preferred diamonds. But
That's worth more than diamonds. That's called an experience. Of
experience
a
that I'm
lifetime.
definitely going to have to cut.
You'll remember that. You'll remember it.
Don't cut it.
Nah, don't cut it. I was doing some.
Maybe a little bit.
Also, if you could just like sync up my singing.
Songing?
Yeah, singing.
Unfortunately, I record all audio in one channel, so.
Oh, that's
No,
sucks
you
to suck.
don't.
That's great.
No, you don't. You don't.
I
No.
I do.
Oh,
I record
that's
everything
great.
in one
My
channel.
dignity.
So
My
you're out of time
dignity.
singing a stay in, boy.
Oh no. How do I get out of this hole?
You just climb up the hole, bro.
I gathered, thanks.
Shameless
But I'm gonna
climb.
leave with my dignity.
Oh my god. Well, that was not worth an entire box of andesite. Alright, people, we're
Okay,
over here.
I'll.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Bro, you talked over me.
Okay, I'll shut up. It wouldn't be an issue if you recorded in 2 layers.
Alright, people, we're here in the industrial district with Mr.
Exactly.
Tramothy.
I did that on purpose now.
But what if I didn't cut it? Here we have the most annoying man on the planet, Mr. Tramothy, and we're in the industrial district. Over here, we've made a
Okay,
slight
second.
modification to the exploder machine. Tram, do you want to tell us about it?
Have you ever wanted to have more storage? Introducing chests and hoppers. We don't talk about the hoppers. You just place them in this very nice orientation and you get storage. For a small fee of $99.99 and your soul, you can get this. You can get your very own storage system. Okay, cut it. That's it.
You may be wondering why I'm just casually chilling in a random mushroom island, but in fact this is the location of the minigame district, which is incredibly exciting. So over the next few months, Whimsies will be working together to make some minigames, and then we'll play them all together at some point in the future. And I have an idea for a minigame, and I'm going to plonk it in this probably flatter area over here. I think only one other person has actually claimed land around here, or maybe no one at all, which means I get first dibs on the land. And I think I want this flat area because my minigame is pretty large. It's essentially going to be a shooting game, or more, I would say, an accuracy-based game. So there are going to be some areas, and then what you have to do is you have to shoot the targets using different tools. And if you hit all the targets, you get ring and you win. And it's all about doing it in the fastest time possible with limited ammunition. So basically, I'm not going to build it here yet because, wow, it's kind of difficult and I don't have a schematic for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in creative. I'm going to show you what it looks like, what I've been up to, and then we can go from there. Something a bit more normal compared to the chaotic start that we've had. All right, let's go. This is what I have designed. I think it's pretty cool. It's basically, as I think I mentioned before, it's a shooting game or an accuracy-based kind of game. I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but essentially you've got 3 different areas, 3 different weapons, and you're trying to complete it in the fastest time possible. So for example, over here, this is like the forest area, and we just want to try and miss every target because I'm simply incredible at the game. And as you can hear, you get a small notification that you've hit a note block, and then you also get all of them. As you can see, this one is not particularly difficult. And there's your confirmation of victory, and obviously you can reset it. This one is a little bit more difficult. You're going to be using a trident. You're going to want to throw and hit each of these. And as you can tell, these jump shots are pretty tricky. See, I've been testing this game a lot, so got a lot of practice in. And that should have also set off the ding-dings, but apparently not. Maybe I'll reset this one first. Okay, it was already reset. And then we'll do the final hardest one. That one's pretty easy. This one's fairly easy. One's okay. These 2 in the windows, flipping impossible. There we go. And just once I've hit this one, I can explain why there are foxes bouncing around everywhere. Wow, I'm so good at this, aren't I? I have infinite reach on, that's not helping. There we go. That's my ding of winning. There we go, success. And yeah, basically, because we're using eggs, I thought that eggs was appropriate. Snowballs would obviously be more convenient, but eggs are better. But it does mean we get baby chickens everywhere, so I just roped some foxes in around the place to dispose of the chickens. I think it's a pretty cool little thing that I've got here. As you can see, it's pretty large just because it's like sets. And also underground, I'll show you the redstone real quick. It's spaghetti. Basically, you just have a bunch of latches that show when you've hit and when you haven't hit. And then when you hit the reset button, just like this, the latches get reset. So it gets all pushed back. And then once every latch is done together, it will power this AND gate, which will go through a NOT gate. And then this is just a very clever system to set off a ringing note block. So whenever you update this torch, it realizes that it's not powered, switches on and on and on. And it does that. And it's very handy. And I've just used that everywhere. These ones have got some slime, as you can see, because the gravel's quite thick. And obviously that inconveniences the pushing of the slime of the pistons. And yeah, all of these systems are the same. Yeah, I think overall it's a really, really nice game they've got here. Nice and simple, but I feel like there's quite a big opportunity for people to get very good at this game, and there's an opportunity for people to be quite bad at this game as well, because yeah, these target blocks are pretty hard to hit. Even this one can be pretty tricky. Got to get the jump just right, otherwise you hit like the fence or this or whatever. But yeah, no, I think this is great. I'm going to mark out some area for this game, and I think I will start construction, maybe just start the resource gathering. In fact, that might be all we need to do. Maybe just start, just grab the area, maybe dig another hole. Who knows? But yeah, next thing I want to do is I want to go back to the dig site for a little bit, where I've kind of done a bit more planning, got a little bit more blockage happening. It's going to be pretty cool to see. We interrupt this segment to say, I actually made some diamonds on the flippin' amethyst shards, let's go! I'm not kidding, this is the first time I've ever sold amethyst shards. I've sold the tinted glass before, but yeah, I actually sold crystals. Can't believe it. Anyway, let's go and do something important. Just kidding, I'm in the creative world. Okay, everybody, welcome to a very nerdy geology lesson. This is what I would describe as a batholith. It is a magma chamber, or a model of one, in 3D space. These kind of like shoot-off bits, we'd call them dikes, and we've got the central, like, I don't know, thing that would go up into it being a volcano on the surface. As you can see, I've kind of drawn the surface here, so you can kind of see what the scale is for these. And this is basically going to be one part of my, like, the bowl build. So, as I said before, I want it to be a geologically interesting area, and I think the best place to start is some kind of, like, cooled volcanic area, and this is what this is going to be. As you can see, I've also got some other blocks in my inventory. The black stone is quite an interesting block, because these dikes here that I mentioned often aren't granite. They're often, like, for example, a rock called dolerite, which is more like this color. And so I basically have this very interesting ability to make a geologically interesting area by myself. This blob was built using Axiom. I did this, and I made a bunch of circles using this tool, which is a very fancy schmancy tool, which you people should use if you're into like huge builds like this. I basically made 2 circles and then rounded them off near the middle. If I go around the back, you can see how the 2 circles looked before, and then kind of my own addition to them. It's a pretty cool tool. But yeah, essentially kind of the next step for this is, now that I've got my batholith, what I can do is I can start adding the layers of rock in. What I can do is I can come in, I can say that, oh, there's 5 meters of red sandstone, and then, I don't know, like 6 meters of this, and then a couple of meters of this, and then some of this. All the rocks do have names. I won't bore you with what they are, or I will, because there's only 4. Red sandstone, normal sandstone, we've got shale, and then we've got some schist here. And those layers can come together to kind of form a rock interesting areas. And then if I make all these layers up, what I can then do is I then have a kind of geologically accurate blob, which I can then carve the bowl into. This is my genius plan. I'm going to carve the bowl into it, and then I get this really perfect geological representation, and it's going to be pretty perfect. So that's kind of like my idea. Obviously, I haven't got it properly built yet, so that'll be something for the beginning of the next video. What I want to do now is I want to quickly jump back to the minigame area, because I have in fact kind of claimed the area, which I will quickly show you, and then we can just hop to an outro. This video has been mighty long enough already. Alright, let's go. We have returned to the Mushroom Island, and as you can see, I've carved out a rectangle. I actually had to do a bunch of clearing for this and re-terraforming. It was crazy. It turns out this Mushroom Island is not quite as big as I thought it was. There's also some plants over there, which is pretty cool. But it turns out that the area I've nabbed is actually pretty large, which is kind of concerning, but it should be fine. But obviously what you guys want to see is that. This is what it's going to look like inside the Mushroom Island. One thing I forgot is that the grass is super, super bright in Mushroom Island, so we're going to have a really, really pretty area. However, of course, this is just what the top looks like. We've still got even more digging to do to put the redstone in, which is just painful because I've already done so much digging this week. I'm not going to do any more. Yeah. Let's, I guess, admire for a couple of seconds. However, I'm very happy with this area. I'm very glad we chose the Mushroom Island because there's no mobs. It's so good. There's no phantoms. It'd be so easy to build. But yeah. Let's quickly hop back to the main area, just for the outro, because I want to show you guys something. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end this video in the shopping district real quick, not only because it's a cool place on the server, as I've mentioned before, but also because the SOA did this. What is that? My view! My lovely building! It's, like, floating now. Like, what is this? Like, I know I heard whispers about plans to try and, like, terraform, but bruh, what is this? They better fix this, otherwise I'm suing them. Are you kidding me? Like, this is crazy. Oh, look. They've left their area looking decent, but no, they have to completely ruin the front of my build. Thank you, SOA. You are simply the best. Oh well, everybody, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to all that fantastic stuff. We made a bunch of progress today. Next time is going to be even more fun because the 3D model is going to be like finished, and we can actually have a good look at what the bowl is going to look like approximately. It's going to be pretty cool. Alright everybody, bye everybody.